Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to our third video of Witcher School. In the first video we talked about feline armor, in the second video we did the ursine armor, and now in the third video we're going to start it off with Griffin School armor. Of course, Venom armor and Wolf armor will be in the making, so also keep an eye out for that. And guys, this is also a live commentary video, so if I mess up any words or I deliver you awkward situations, bear with me, please. Alright, so on this build, it's kind of a special build. In the feline build, we were mainly melee orientated with minor sign usage, mainly focused on critical strikes. The ursine armor, we were focused on alchemy and being a good tank while dealing damage with oils and potions. And now we're going to, for something I haven't really tried out before, I did try it out of course because the build is right here. And that's bombs and signs only. And now bombs and signs only, don't get me wrong guys, it doesn't mean I only use bombs and signs, because a real witcher always relies on his DPS from his swords. I refrain from using my swords as much as possible, but sometimes in some situations, let's say you're dealing with an elementa or a wraith, it was going to be hard. So sometimes you just had to use your sword, even if your sword did minor damage. You need that continuous DPS. To kick it off, I'm going to tell you guys, of course we're going to drink the potion of clearance before we're going to start, but to start this off guys, I have to note that this is a really fun build to do. It will make your Witcher experience a lot of fun and even more harder to progress, because bombs and signs only doesn't deliver you as much damage as your weapons will do. But before I'm going to drink the potion of clearance, I'm just going to note out that this is a very fun build, but it's not, I repeat, it's not really an effective build. But nonetheless, fun a lot. Alright, let's go drink our beautiful, if we can find it. Oh, there it is. Potion of clearance, there you go. Alright, we drunk it. So what we're going to do now is, quickly I'm going to take you guys over here. I am level 46, as you guys can see, which is higher than usual. That's because this is a New Game Plus. Why did I start off the New Game Plus? Is basically because I was not satisfied with the points I had. My build I wasn't satisfied with the build yet, so I kind of continue to gain some more points. But this build is also applicable to, let's say, level 35, what we always do. So of course we got the Griffin Armor and Weapons Master Crafted. To run you guys through it, basically, you get 20% sign intensity on every weapon, 25% critical hit damage bonus on every weapon, and 5% critical hit chance on every weapon. And yeah, of course, for the runes and the glyphs, that's all up to you. I'm gonna let you fill that in for yourself, because that's all personal preferences, of course. For the armor is actually basically the same. It gives you like a shit ton of sign intensity, and that's what you need, of course. That's what you need. I'll come back on the bombs. First, we're gonna distribute our abilities. All right, starting it off with the bombs first. The bombs first. Why am I doing the bombs first? Because the bombs don't take up, only take up 3 slots, and the rest of the slots, the rest of the remaining 9 slots, will of course be sign intensity, sign focus abilities. So starting it off with the Alchemy Tree, you go straight away to the bombs. Of course you want to get every skill in this tree. I will only be using bomb creation, efficiency, and I will be using cluster bombs. So the first one, of course, you have to take it. You can't progress anyone else. Well, you can, but you don't need it. So we're going to acquire the ability. This ability basically allows you to slow time with 45% while aiming down the bombs. This is nice when you're starting off getting accustomed to the bombs, because you can kind of figure out where to throw them, how to aim them. So for an early game bomb build, this is a really good ability. I'm not going to equip it because we're not going to use it in this build eventually. But when you're starting off a build similar to this, you can get this. Same as with the oil preparation. I always like to go for this one, because it will give you a potion overhold threshold, which is always nice early game. And you need this to unlock the next ability in the bomb tree, which is Pyrotechnics. All bombs, even those that usually do not inflict damage, now deal plus 30% damage in addition to their normal effects. I have experienced this ability not to be of significant value. We are gonna equip it though. That's because we need this. We kind of, every damage with bombs is is nice because bombs don't really deal a lot of damage. Well, most of the bombs don't. And that extra damage can sometimes help you out, but it syncs well with the last ability. But we're going to come back on that. So just take it. It's not really anything significant. If you think your signs deal enough damage, then you can skip this one and go for another alchemy one. I'm going to take this one because this is always a valuable ability to choose. If you're leveling up an Alchemy Tree, this gives you 25% maximum vitality with every potion you take, so that's kind of like health in every potion. But then again, we're not going to use it in the final build, but if you're on your way during the Alchemy Tree, why not snatch this along for mid-game, early game. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, we need 3 more points, so we're just going to take this one over here. Or 2 more points. Yeah, we needed 2 more points. Of course, efficiency bomb creation. This is like, if you're using bombs, you need this. I'll show you guys in a second. Why do you need this? Is it increases the maximum number of bombs in each slot by 5. So let's say when you have a superior version of a bomb, you will end up with 4 bombs of that kind. Add +5 to it, and you have 9 superior bombs. When you're doing a bomb run, that's always mandatory. You need as many bombs as possible, and voila, this one's gonna give it to you. I'm just gonna unlock this one really quick, guys, so we can unlock the last one. Not again, guys. I'm not gonna grab those because they're just for unlocking the bomb tree, of course. Now, at first sight, I was not a big fan of those because I was only using the first stage of the ability. But when I had it fully upgraded, this does the cluster bomb. Upon detonations, bombs separate into explosive fragments. Number of fragments 6 plus potion duration time 25%. They bounce off. So when you take this for granted, make sure that when you throw a bomb, where you throw it, it doesn't really affect where the damage comes from, because as soon as you throw the bomb, it splits in 2 fragments, later in 6 fragments when you get fully updated, and they kind of like bounce off the target and around him. So take that. Just remember that, guys, because I had a lot of difficulty with that, getting used to it, so I'm just giving you that tip right here. So, the 3 abilities I'm using for the bombs are, of course, all bombs, those that usually do not inflict damage, now deal plus 100% damage in addition to their normal effects. Why is this handy? It syncs very well with the cluster bombs because you get 6 fragments upon detonation. First you throw your bomb, it explodes, it deals its own effect plus the damage from this one, from Pyrotechnics. Then it splits into 6 fragments which also deal plus 150 damage next to their additional effects. So let's say you're throwing a Diamanterium bomb, you want to block some abilities from monsters. First you block the ability where you throw the bomb, then it splits into 6 fragments, and it blocks the ability. It fills the entire area with Diamanterium to have a larger area of effect damage plus extra damage from the Pyrotechnics ability, which syncs very well, of course, obviously. And then of course the efficiency, which I don't really need to explain, it kind of goes on its own. You need as much bombs as possible. And guys, that's actually as far as the bomb tree goes. That's very easy. Like, there isn't much to the bombing in The Witcher. Same with the crossbow. It doesn't really offer you a lot of choices. It's more, you can upgrade it a little bit. It doesn't really give you variations to your playstyle with bombs, etc., etc. It's just upgrades. Of course. Oh shit, wrong. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. I played a lot of Dark Souls, so I'm kind of still used to the Dark Souls menu. Of course, guys. Like with the feline cat, with the cat school, with the bear school, we're also gonna get the Griffin school techniques. Because I'll explain to you guys in a second. I'll place this all the way over here. The Griffin school techniques, each piece of medium armor increases sign intensity by 5% and stamina regeneration by 5%. Now, this is so nice because next to the sign intensity bonus you will be getting from your mutagens and your armor, you will also get sign intensity from this gem over here, and it's absolutely gorgeous. You get so much sign intensity, and the stamina regeneration is by far one of the best I've ever seen. You use a full quench shield, and within 2 seconds your stamina bar is completely regenerated. You can just keep on spamming those signs, and that's why I think this one is really mandatory. In the previous builds on feline and on ursine armor, you didn't really need this to complete the build because you can do it without the cat school and the bear school techniques. But in Griffin school armor builds, this is really mandatory. At least for me it is. But enough of that. Let's go to the sign trees. Now, we have 5 signs, as of course you all know. I chose 3 signs. Why did I choose 3 signs? Because you cannot focus on all the signs. You don't have enough slots for that, unfortunately. I didn't focus on Axie, and I did not focus on Yrden. Why? First of all, why? Axie has already been taken advantage of during a feline build, and I kind of want to variate it, kind of do a minor role-playing session with all the builds I do, and kind of want to utilize all the abilities that the game brings you. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on Igni, because Igni is going to be your main damage output in combination with some bombs, which I will elaborate in a few more minutes. Of course, we have Art for our utility, and we have Quen, because Quen is going to be your getaway. This is going to be your defensive style. So starting it off with Igni. Of course, Igni, this is damage dealt by Igni also permanently weakens enemy armor, affects scales with sign intensity up to a maximum of 75%, which is insane. Igni has always been powerful. This is just insane. For early game, I don't really say you need the exploding shield, so I would say grab the far-reaching Art, so you have some more defense, of course. Now, the exploding shield, Quen shield pushes opponents back when it breaks. I didn't get this. I thought it's a nice, like, it explodes and it has a small chance of knockback when it breaks, but you have Art to knock people back. Like, you don't need this. And it doesn't trigger a lot. Like, let's say a group of necrophages break your shield. You have like a 60-50% chance that they get knocked down or pushed away. Like, it's not even 100% guaranteed push away. So I don't really think this one's useful. We are going for the active shield. I want to get this one as quick as possible because, especially on Death March, this is your defensive way. It's not only defense, it's also a way of regaining your health. This can be a lifesaver in many situations. Of course, we're going to go for the alternative sign, Fire Stream on Igni, because this is going to be your main sign. I mean, this was the main sign I used during this playthrough. Amidst a continuous stream of the fire that damage enemies, stamina cost is reduced by 50%. Well, you can guess it. That's mandatory. Oh shit, I did it again. I'm a bit retarded with fingers sometimes. I just get out of menus and shit. Art strikes all opponents in a certain radius. Knockdown chances 21% lower. Now, this is a very nice skill because it's kind of like an area of effect skill. You just do it, you use it, and everyone around you, when fully upgraded, bam, just gets knocked down. Just gets knocked the fuck down. And that's so nice, even when let's say you have no Quen shield anymore, or you have enough health, or you're in a sticky situation with mobs. Use alternative art sign. Everyone's knocked back. You can escape, or you can easily finish them off with a finisher. And next to the Quen shield, this could be a real lifesaver. I am gonna get the exploding shield though, because of course we need the. Oh, there you go. Just one in them because we needed the abilities. Of course, we're gonna fully upgrade the Igni intensity on Igni sign because we need this. Igni is your main damage dealer, and you need it fully upgraded ASAP. So basically, what this does is it increases Igni's sign intensity by 25%, which is very nice. It's gonna deal so much damage with this. The art sign increases art sign intensity by 5%. I don't really. I'll come back for that later. Of course, we're gonna get the Quen sign intensity. That's always nice. A stronger defense and a more stamina regen always works really well because you can stay alive longer, and that means you can absorb more damage over time, reflecting back as health, which is very nice in a defensive way. Of course, we're gonna grab the Pyromaniac on the Igni sign, the latest of its tree, the last, not the latest. Increase the chance to apply burning by 100%. Doesn't matter who you pick. Well, fire elementals don't really apply for burning effects, as you can imagine, but it doesn't matter who you decide to set a fire, to set a blaze, everyone will catch burning. And burning is just as overpowered as the bleeding effect, as we noticed in the feline build. Damage over time, true damage over time, which is bleeding and burning, it's really overpowered. It's what you really want during your Witcher. You at least need one bleeding damage over time effect in your build because it is absolutely overpowered. Let's say you're fighting a boss. Let's say you're fighting the Toad boss in the Hearts of Stone. And for people who are new to Hearts of Stone, it's a pretty tough boss to start off with. And bleeding, poisoning, and burning just melts right through their health, armor, and defense. It's insane. So I really recommend you getting this one, guys. For the art sign, the Shockwave. Art now deals 40 damage. No, I wouldn't get that, guys. I would rather invest your points in something else. But seeing the fact that we have a lot of points, I got 15 points left. That's because I got some extra places of powers. I leveled up a little bit more than usual. So this is going to be our eventual build. I have more points to spend, but I'm not going to do it because we have 35. Normally when I do a build like this, it's on level 35. So everyone endgame can have this build. So now we're going to just divide it. Of course, we're going to start it off with our... Oh, we don't need that. We're going to place all of our Quen shields in here. Oh shit! Oh, whoa, whoa, I totally forgot about this one. This one, you need this one. This is all. This makes your Quen sign intensity. This makes your Quen shield actually also into a kind of a offensive sign, which is very nice. At fully level upgraded to level 5, it reflects 25 of the absorbed damage back to the attacker. You can imagine that working out really, really well. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna distribute our Quen points. There you go. And we're gonna distribute. So now is the question, guys. What are we gonna do with the Igni? Like, I'm gonna ditch one of the Igni perks. Why am I gonna do that? Is because we have no room for it, unfortunately. But everything is mandatory during your Igni build. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna ditch the far-reaching art sign, not the Igni one. We're gonna grab all the Ignis because we're gonna need them, guys. All the Igni abilities are. They synchronize so well with each other, and they're so overpowered in combination with each other. And we only use art kind of for the sweep for the alternative sign because it's an area of effect that will really help you out in sticky situations. So this is how far it goes for the abilities. You use Igni as your main damage dealer. You use art to kind of utilize it as a area of effect control to control your opponents, and Quen as your defense and a minor offense sign. Now, don't expect a lot of damage from Quen, but see it mainly as a defense one. Now, of course, the mutagens, which is rather easy. Of course, we're gonna grab a huge one for the huge green. There you go. To gain more vitality, which is always nice. We're gonna grab a lot of blue ones for the sign intensity you get. There you go. And another one. Oh, there you go. Alright, so now you have, look at the stats here. You have the DPS with the Silver Swords is basic. There's nothing really added to it. But we have a 224% sign intensity. That means that your sign intensity, your spells deal 224% more damage or absorb more damage. It's insane. They have way more power like this. We have a quite amount of vitality, not as much with the Ursine armor build, of course, but a shit ton of vitality, which is 6.5k, which is perfectly fine. You're pretty tanky like this. You have enough health to get drained before you're actually gonna die. So that's very nice. Alright. Now you guys are thinking, oh right, those are the abilities we did. But what about the bombs, man? What about the bombs? I'm gonna go over to the bombs really quick. Just a quick note, guys. I don't have all the superior versions of bombs. Why? That's because I only found myself using 2 or 3 kind of bombs. Also, this is also up to personal preferences, but I am using, as you can see, I don't have the ingredients yet for the superior version of this one. I used a lot of Dragon's Dream, Salmon for the blinding, and where is it? Grape Shot, because this is very nice versus Unleash. So why only this? And Northern Wind, actually, guys. Northern Wind versus the humanoids. Like if you're facing a mob of humanoids, Northern Wind is your get to go. It's good. But the bomb which I am most satisfied with is Dragon's Dream. Why? Very easy. Releases a cloud of gas that explodes when ignited. Enhanced effect and chance to apply burning. Now, the burning effect will always be applied if we do with the sign intensity on Igni, but in combination with the cluster bombs, you throw this Dragon's Dream in a mob of, I would say, necrophages. Just keep it on necrophages. You throw it in a mob of enemies. First, it ignites the Dragon's Dream, then it explodes into 6 fragments because of the cluster bomb ability we have, and then when you get the entire area effect with Jesus, cloud of gas that explodes, you use your Igni sign. You just do a continuous stream of Igni and you set everything ablaze. It is absolutely wrecking. And that is kinda the only combination that really works in this build. Like I said, it's a really fun build to use. It's not really efficient. If you want to go for an efficient build, I would not recommend you this one. The armor stats on the Griffin armor are really nice though. If you're looking for some good medium armor, this is a very good set of armor. But looking at the entire build, it's not the build I would recommend to you guys. It's really like an advanced build. It will give you a lot of patience. You're not gonna deal the damage you're used to. You just have to be patient and enjoy the build. That's kind of what the Griffin is all about. Of course, this is my interpretation of the Griffin Witcher. I would love to hear some of you guys. Have you guys tried out a build like this? What did you find useful? Which bombs did you use in combination with other signs? Let me know. I'm dying to know. I would like to hear you guys' opinions on it. Some of you guys already commented on my feline builds and ursine builds, and that really brought some new points to perspective, and I enjoyed that. So please let me know what you guys think, and I'm going to be focusing now on Blood and Wine preparations, and of course during the Blood and Wine preparations we will always be working on new builds. So if you have nothing to do during the Blood and Wine release, be sure to check me out on Twitch, because I will be streaming it the entire week. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel and make my day. Are you hungering for more? There's a lot of live content over at Twitch, so make sure to check me out there as well. You guys have a wonderful day. Peace!